Alright, hello everyone. I see tons of people are joining. I'm going to start in a moment and explain the whole situation. Just give me a second to prepare. Alright, is everyone ready? So we can get started here, because I don't want this to be a super long video, but there's a lot to explain in the video. I guess what we'll do is, hold on. Move this stupid thing. And I'll start recording just in case something goes wrong with the stream. But what I'm going to be doing with this video is just like I've done with the other videos, which were kind of emergency videos I didn't want to make. Live stream it and then just let it go live on YouTube by itself rather than me having to re-upload or whatever, okay? Alright, so here we go. Okay, everyone. Well, Darkside Phil here with a video, again, another video I didn't plan on making. But 'tis life, right? The life of a full-time YouTuber who, for whatever reason, attracts the ire of people on the internet. All I want to do here is daily have fun and play games and do fun stuff with you and share that with you. But there's always someone who's jealous. There's always someone who's angry. There's always someone who's pissed about something and wants to shit on your living room floor. As I've said many times in the past, that's my analogy. Imagine someone, for whatever reason, you don't even know who they are, or, you know, there used to be someone who maybe you thought was someone who was a trusted friend or fan, walks right in the middle of your living room floor, takes down their pants, and takes a nice big steamy fucking dump, right? Unfortunately, that's pretty much what happened today. And I need to explain the reason I'm doing this video. Normally, if it was something that really wasn't a big deal, I wouldn't make a video about it. I just gloss over it or tweet about it. But there was a pretty big impact today on my business overall that threatened my business. Almost got some of my business completely shut down, at least temporarily. And it is completely bogus, complete bullshit. It's absolutely, in my opinion, when someone is going to troll you, and they're going to make detracting videos about you, or they're going to troll you on Twitter or whatever, that's one thing. But when someone either tries to actually end end your business, or financially harm your business, or if they physically threaten you, that's when it's gone over the line. Okay? That's the, you know, there's one thing if you don't like someone and you want to make trollish videos and you want to say it. There's another thing if you want to try to end their livelihood, which is what happened today. So, let's get into it, okay? Let me explain the situation, because a lot of people have no idea what I'm talking about, and obviously people are going to want to know what the hell's going on. So today I'm live streaming. Like always, I'm live streaming. And, you know, I'm playing some Just Cause 2. This is the next to last session that I was going to play this game, and I was getting into the game. I'm getting a lot better at it and enjoying it. And as I'm playing it, I take a look, as I do frequently when I'm live streaming, as I'm doing right now. I take a look at my stream chat, and I'm looking in the stream chat, and in the stream chat, someone's saying, Phil, are you aware that someone right now is apparently filing copyright strikes against you and that your videos are getting taken down? Now, when I first see something like that, I'm like, okay, it might be someone just saying that to get my attention and get me to stop playing. I've seen stuff like that before in the stream chat. But then other people start to say, it was maybe 2 people in particular who were saying it in the stream chat today. And when you see them repeatedly saying it, now you're like, okay, something is going on. So as I'm playing the game, while the game's loading between a cutscene, I pick up my phone and I'm, checking here. And I'm looking through everything. And I'm saying, gee, I wonder, is there any email notification? Because what's supposed to happen is if you get a copyright claim on YouTube, YouTube is supposed to automatically send you an email that allows you to know about it, so you can either respond to it with a counter notification or delete the video or whatever it is that you need to do. So I go ahead and I look, and there's nothing in my email either. So now I'm really suspect, and I'm like, I wonder what this could be. Well, I'm not going to end the stream early or anything. Let me take a break. So I actually took a break a little bit earlier than I would have. I only played for about an hour. I took a break on stream and said, okay, so let me check everything. So first I went to DSPGaming and I refreshed my page, checked everything. Everything's fine on DSPGaming, my gameplay channel on YouTube. Okay, no problems. I go over to the King of Hate vlogs. I hit refresh, and here's what happens. When you are on your YouTube page and logged in and you get a copyright notification, you get a giant pop-up on your screen that fills your screen and does not allow you to do anything until you acknowledge that you have this claim. I get a pop-up, and it says, you've got not 1 claim, no, you've got 2 claims against your account, the King of Hate vlogs, for the following videos. And it actually shows me Ask the King from July, Ask the King from June, Ask the King from May, Ask the King from February, Ask the King from January. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. Now let me think about what I use in Ask the King. It's all me talking. Literally, the whole show is me talking. But what else is in there that could have possibly been claimed as something that's copyrighted? And I'm thinking, well, the only thing I can think of is maybe music, right? And I use an audio clip that I've used in Ask the King since the inception of Ask the King. So I'm pretty sure it's not this audio clip that says, male motherfucker. How could it possibly be that, right? So I'm thinking, all right, what else could it be? And I'm not thinking in my head, what the hell could this be? So finally I click on it and it says, you're going to get information about it when you click, and I do. And it says that it's from Wolf Engine. I don't know who the fuck Wolf Engine is. I never heard of Wolf Engine before. So I'm like, this might be a bogus claim. Maybe someone found a way to find something that sounds similar to something in Ask the King or whatever. So I go further into it, and it says it's this section of the show that's been claimed by Wolf Engine. And I click on it. It's the intro to Ask the King. Now, for those of you who watch Ask the King over on my vlogging channel, you know that as of earlier this year, I instituted a new intro to the show that was submitted at that time who I thought was a viewer or a fan or whatever. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, what could this possibly be? The intro to the show is being copyright claimed. Who's Wolf Engine? So I click through it. Come to find out, Wolf Engine is the YouTube channel of the kid who made this intro for me, who told me his name was Jackie Chin or whatever. I don't know who this person, what their real name is, if that really is their name or whatever. And now I'm thinking back, okay, so much earlier in 2015, when I was live streaming daily, I got a message on Twitter from someone who I'd never heard of before. Their name was Jackie Chin, and they said, hey, I like to make stream bumpers for people, and I'd like to make you a stream bumper for, I believe at that point it was Saints Row 4 Get Out of Hell, and also for my Dying Light playthrough. And I said, okay, sure, I never heard of this person, take a shot at it. And they sent me this via Twitter, and I ended up liking what this person had done, and I ended up using it in those videos, like in the pre-streams for those games. I actually used those montages as the pre-streams for those games. So I go back, so anyway, that happened, I remember, earlier in the year. Then I remember I liked what the person had done, and they again submitted something else. In fact, I have evidence here, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. Here is the actual tweet from this Jackie Chin person from January 29th saying, oh, well, you know, I actually made a potential intro for your Ask the King too. Here it is. So here's definitive black and white proof that this person, Jackie Chin, made this intro and gave me permission in this tweet. Here's the permission to use this intro for Ask the King. Black and white. You cannot dispute this. They made it for me to use in my videos. This is giving it to me to use in a video. I used it, and apparently Jackie Chin, whoever this is, enjoyed the fact that I made this, for me, right? Or whatever. I don't know, but they made it for me. So that's been in the intro of Ask the King every month. And thank God that when I make Ask the King, my monthly Q&A show, that I only use that intro in part 1. Because if I actually used that in other parts, those parts could have been flagged for copyright too. But luckily, it wasn't. I was only used in part 1 of each show. So apparently, for whatever reason, this guy, Jackie Chin, who gave me explicit, permission to use, he made it for me. Using my video content, by the way, which is funny. The intro uses my videos of Ask the King, so obviously it was copyright used there for him to even do it. Gave me permission to use it, and I used it. For whatever reason, he's flagging this. So now I'm thinking, oh shit. Now, if this guy, for whatever reason, I'll be honest, I've noticed this guy in the past few weeks has kind of started acting negatively towards me, even though I never talked to him. I never actually talked to this person or anything besides when they offer me a new fan art or whatever. I remember what the history of this. In fact, I have the history of it for you here. After he had made that Ask the King intro, he also made an intro for me for Evolve, for Dying Light, for my Majora's Mask playthrough, and other things. In fact, I've got one right here. Here's evidence straight from my forums that back in February, after making that intro for Ask the King and doing these other bumpers, this person had gone out of their way to make more. This one actually talks about Majora's Mask and a few other things. Game of Thrones he had done one for, whatever. So he made all these for me to use in my videos. Here's blatant permission. Blatant black and white permission to use this in my videos. You can't dispute this. It's black and white, right? So then, I hadn't heard from him in a while. I remember he had made one for Evolve, and I had used that and a few other things. I actually haven't heard from Jackie Chin in a while, and then back in June, if you remember, I actually started using my green screen for the first time, and I did some funny footage of me like posing in front of my green screen, and I was like, gee, I wonder if Jackie would like to do a bumper for my big playthrough coming up, Batman Arkham Knight, being that he did really cool stuff with green screen stuff and stream bumpers before, and I actually went ahead and submitted the green screen stuff to him, and there you go again. He gave blatant permission in to use that in whatever it was, June or whatever, I don't know, June of 2015. He said, here it is. He gave me a stream bumper. So he had done all this stuff. He had done all this stuff for me over the course of the year. Now, I haven't heard from Jackie in a couple months. All of a sudden, for the past couple of months, okay, I started noticing that Jackie was like coming into the stream chat, and he was saying nasty stuff, not only towards me, like insulting me and saying I suck at games and, the general shit that you would expect a detractor to say. He started coming into the stream chat and saying stuff like that, and I tried to pay it no mind or whatever, until he started doing it regularly, which led him to being banned from the stream chat. Because you can't come in the stream chat and just shit all over me or anyone. He was attacking other people in the stream chat who's being a nasty person. Then this past week, he starts going off his rocker, saying insulting and just stuff on my website. So, of course, he gets banned there. What do you want me to do? If you're going to associate with that kind of behavior, you're going to have issues. Now, keep in mind, I'm not using anything from Jackie. The only thing that I still use that's from something, from him is that intro to Ask the King. That's it. I don't use anything else from Jackie. That's the only thing, and he hasn't made anything since the Batman bumper that he made 2 months ago for Batman Arkham Knight. And certainly now that I see that he's misbehaving, right? He's saying nasty stuff in the stream chat, and he's generally just obviously not happy with me for whatever reason. I wouldn't go to him to ask for another intro. I'm not stupid enough to do that. You know what I mean? So I didn't, and I'm kind of ignoring all of this. And apparently today, Jackie takes it upon himself to put up these copyright claims. Now, I'm going to actually say that probably he didn't do this today. It takes YouTube a couple days to actually go through with copyright claims and stuff. So maybe he did this a few days ago. He might have done it last week, and it took YouTube the weekend to process it, and it finally went through today. So, thank God, right? Thank God that for whatever reason, even though Jackie submitted for multiple videos against the King of Hate vlogs, which are bogus. Here is the evidence that he made these for me and gave me permission to use them. Okay? Despite that, he submitted against multiple videos, and apparently YouTube processed and approved, I believe it's 4 to 5 videos of mine for this clip that Jackie made for me. But luckily, ladies and gentlemen, luckily, I have to say this, there wasn't more than that. YouTube, for whatever reason, could have done multiple. Like I said, this was one, and this was one, and this was one, and they could have shut down my King of Hate vlogging channel right now, and you wouldn't be able to watch any videos on there, okay? But luckily, I have absolutely no idea why he did this, and I have no idea why YouTube didn't give me multiple more copyright strikes. Now, you may say to yourself, now, wait a minute, Phil. Or you might say to me, wait a minute, how is this legit? You have black and white proof that Jackie gave you permission to use this. How is YouTube just flagging? YouTube doesn't care. YouTube is an automated system. There's no human involved. All it is, Jackie had this pre-stream or Ask the King intro on his channel. I use it in my videos. So he just says black and white. Submit it, done. And there's no human check. It's all automated. It's a piece of shit copyright system. It's made for YouTube to protect their own ass. It has nothing to do with actually protecting people's copyright. It has nothing to do with protecting people who can upload and make creative works. Nothing. It's made to protect YouTube's ass so YouTube doesn't get sued. All right? That's why this worked. So, ladies and gents, all this is happening. I realize this is happening. The first thing I say is, oh shit, like, I'm in trouble because if one more copyright strike hits the King of Hate vlogs, the channel's gone. That's the truth. If one more copyright strike hits the King of Hate vlogs right now, the channel will be shut down. So I immediately counter-claimed those videos that Jackie had put up and said, no, he has permission, and I have, I actually have permission. I can show you the tweet. I can show you all that if you need to see it, but I got permission from him to use this clip, and this is bullshit. So I filed those counterclaims, all right? Immediately I'm thinking, oh shit, is there another video that isn't flagged yet? And there was. It was actually the May of 2015. That Ask the King also had this intro from Jackie Chin. So I went over there and I had to do this. I had to delete it. There was nothing else I could do. I had to delete that part of Ask the King. So as of right now, part 1 of Ask the King for May is gone permanently. It's gone. And those other parts that I counter notified or whatever, are in YouTube's ball, what do they call it? The ball court? Whatever it is, they have the ball on that now. Now, from my experience, okay, what happens when you counterclaim someone is YouTube will go back and say, okay, this person claims that they had permission to use this clip. So we'll either ask for further permission or we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt. And then it's going to shoot it back to Jackie, who uploaded that, and he's going to say, well, Jackie, guess what? The person says they had legit, permission to use the clip. So if you want to further have issue with this, you're going to have to get a lawyer and sue them. And so it will then be up to Jackie to either sue me for having his intro and Ask the King, which he gave me permission to use and made specifically for me, or to drop the whole thing, which, can you take a wild guess what he will do? Okay. So that's what's going on right now with the King of Hate vlogs. Now, unfortunately, okay, not only is part 1 of Ask the King for every Ask the King of 2015 gone now, but I've lost the ability to live stream on the King of Hate vlogs, because when you get copyright strikes against you on YouTube, after you get one of them, you lose the ability to live stream. So right now, I cannot live stream on the King of Hate vlogs, which is why, one of the reasons why I'm doing this video right now on DSPGaming. I can't live stream. Now, the good news is, I barely live stream anything on King of Hate vlogs. The only things I actually live stream on the King of Hate vlogs are Ask the King and my podcasts. I actually just did this last week the final podcast of the summer, and I wasn't planning on doing another podcast till mid to late September. All right? Ask the King, I am doing an episode of that next week, but we'll see what happens. If I don't live stream it, I don't live stream it. I'll just record it offline in parts like I always do, obviously without this intro from Jackie, and I'll just do it that way. So it's actually not a big deal in regards to the King of Hate vlogs, because I stopped the stream, I ran over there, I nipped it in the butt when I did, all right? I should be okay. And I do want to say this as well. Okay, I do want to say this as well. I contacted Machinima already. Machinima's already aware of the situation. They've already contacted YouTube to tell them what a bullshit situation this is, to see if there's any further actions that we can take, either to protect myself or to stop this asshole from trying to do something with stuff he gave me permission to use and just decided to get a stick up his ass about me and try to take down my business. Now, the other thing is that he didn't only do Ask the King, he also did, as I showed you here, other intros and bumpers and things for me. So I'm thinking immediately, oh shit, this guy, you know, I'm thinking in my head, what did he do? He did, oh man, he did Dying Light, he did Evolve, I know he did one for Batman. I'm thinking, oh shit, how am I going to remember all the stuff this guy ever did, like a clip of content for me for a pre-stream? So then I said, oh, well, let me just check out his channel, because maybe the guy's so dumb that he didn't actually like hide the videos. And he's dumb. He left the videos live there. So I easily was able to see the videos. He had made one for Grim Fandango. He had made one for Dying Light, one for Evolve, one for Gat Out of Hell, the expansion for Saints Row 4, one for Majora's Mask. He had done one for Batman. And I think there may have been like one or two other minor, like Game of Thrones, one or two other minor things that he had made intros for me before. And I said, well, there's nothing to stop him from doing on DSPGaming what he did on the King of Hate vlogs. The difference here is DSPGaming's my livelihood. If this channel gets shut down, I'm fucked. I can't make any money. So I went to DSPGaming and I spent about an hour and a half deleting every fucking video that's still on there that has content from Jackie Chin. Now, the good news is none of that is playthrough content. All of the game playthroughs are still up there live, right? They're all fully up there and you can watch them no problem uninterrupted. But thank goodness that my content is different from other people who live stream and then just upload the raw footage and leave it there and that's their gameplay. Because if that were the case, it would all have to be gone. I would have to, you know, it would all be deleted. What I did do is I deleted tons of videos. I deleted any stream archive, which is the unedited stream for those games. So, Dying Light, Majora's Mask, Evolve, all those playthroughs that I did, you will not find the unedited live stream content on my DSP Gaming channel anymore. It's gone. I had to delete it, just in case this jerk decided to put a copyright strike against me for it. Then, I said, okay, well, that's not even far enough, because I guarantee you there were some pre-streams, right? I record the segment of each stream that I do that's called a pre-stream. Then I give an intro of what I'm doing that day in the background and what's going on according to that game, yada, yada, yada. So I actually had to go back and I had to manually look for every single video pre-stream that had content from Jackie, and I deleted those, and that was several dozen. So I spent, when I was playing Just Cause 2, I had to stop my stream at 2 p.m. when normally it would go to 4, and I spent about an hour to an hour and a half going through manually all of my YouTube videos and deleting them. And there was really nothing I could do. There was nothing I could do about it at all. You know what I mean? I had no control. Some people are saying, why didn't you make the videos private? And there's no protection. If he had the link to the video, he could still submit it for copyright claim. Even though it's private, you could still submit it. So I actually was forced to delete tons of videos. All right? So the reason I'm making this video for you is because, number one, I want you to understand that I cannot live stream on the King of Hate vlogs right now. What's going to happen is it takes about 10 business days, which technically is more than 2 weeks for YouTube, to go through and review and probably do those counter notifications or whatever and clear them up. So hopefully by mid to late September, YouTube will have cleared up the shit against the King of Hate vlogs. In the meantime, I will continue to use it for daily uploading of vlogs when I have vlogs. Okay, so understand that I'm not going to stop using it or whatever, because it still works, and there's nothing else on there, you know, that's been on there. There's no problem. There's nothing in there that's going to take that channel and shut it down. At this point, we're good to go. I just can't stream there. What I will say is, if there is live streaming to happen in the next month to month and a half, including if I do a podcast, if I do Ask the King like I'm going to do, I may stream it on DSP Gaming. And I know that that video won't, you know, it doesn't really make sense because it's not the vlogging content, but I have to. I cannot stream on the King of Hate vlogs anymore thanks to this guy for whatever reason. Number two, on DSP Gaming, unfortunately, there's nothing I could really do in regards to those videos. There was no 100% foolproof safeguard in regards to videos that had these bumpers or montages or whatever you want to call them from Jackie Chan. I had to delete them all. So I apologize to anyone who enjoys watching my unedited streams when they go live on YouTube, who is looking to watch those, like especially Batman Arkham Knight. Maybe you like the 3+ hour gameplay content that I was putting out. And I'm sorry. I apologize. There's nothing I could do about that. I had to get rid of them. I apologize if you were watching, if you maybe wanted to go back to a specific pre-stream for whatever reason. I don't think that's going to affect, let's be honest here. Is deleting the stream archives and the pre-stream videos a big deal? Absolutely not. It's not a big deal at all. It's just annoying that I had to do it, and that basically my whole livelihood was at risk. This is the same situation, okay? This is the same situation as what happened years ago with, what's the name? Rockstar. When Rockstar put up a copyright strike against my channel. It's the same. And by the way, so people, I already see people in the stream chat, well, these are claims, not strikes. Wrong. I got 2 strikes against my account. You're absolutely wrong. These are 2 strikes against the King of Hate Vlogs. It says right there, 1 more strike and your account is gone permanently. It says it right there on the page. So these weren't like, oh, I'm just content ID matching. This was like trying to end my channels. All right. So, you know, I had to do what I had to do. It's just annoying that I had to interrupt my business, and I consider this the same as the false copyright strikes that I got against Darkside Phil years ago. Remember, someone was actually impersonating Ubisoft when I was playing Splinter Cell, and they impersonated Ubisoft and had my Darkside Phil channel shut down temporarily. It's the same thing. These are copyright claims against my channel, and I take this exactly the same way as a threat against my business, which would be, if you remember, another direct time. Remember when that guy 2 years ago was trying to trademark DSPGaming? Because he thought he was smart. He's, I don't like Phil, so I'm going to trademark DSPGaming behind his back. So if he tries to go make videos, I could show YouTube that I have a trademark for DSPGaming and no one can make videos because I own the trademark. Which, by the way, is completely illegal, doesn't work, because I have a history of making videos under DSPGaming on YouTube. And all I would need to do is simply file 1 lawsuit and it would immediately be cleared up. But I digress. It's the same thing. These people are not attacking me and trolling me and saying, we don't like Phil as a person, we don't like his content. They're basically saying, we don't like him to the point where we don't want him to be able to work. We don't want him to be able to make revenue. We don't want him to be able to share his gameplay experiences with others at all, period. You know, and it's the same as a physical threat. That's exactly what this is. It's the same, because if I can't work, now what do? I can't pay my bills, I'm going to be out on the street, right? So, unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. It happened. And I'm certainly not here making this video to say to anyone, take retaliation. In fact, I actually rebuke you. I rebuke you from taking any retaliation. I want no one to do anything against Jackie Chan. And if anyone does, shame on you, because I told you not to in this video. Listen, the bottom line is, I don't know why he did it. Obviously, he's got a bug up his ass. I'm certainly not going to talk to the guy anymore. He's certainly not welcome on my streams. He's certainly not welcome to make any kind of I'm sure he'll go on to make great videos about it. But the thing is, I had to do this. I had to show my side of the story and tell you guys what's going on, or else why are Phil's videos disappearing? Why can't he stream on the King of Hate Vlogs? Why do you have to cancel his stream 2 hours early? This is why. And it's a very serious thing. It's a direct threat to end my business and my livelihood. And it's fucking disgusting. And anyone who thinks it's a joke is disgusting. It's not funny. It's not fun. It's one thing to make fun of someone. It's one thing to talk shit about someone. And it's another thing to try to completely end someone's livelihood, or to swat them, which happened to me a couple months ago, or to DDoS attack them so they can't do their daily livelihood. Those are direct attacks. So it's like, I guess we'll go the whole range this year, right? False copyright strikes, swatting, DDoS. Everything's got to happen, right? Absolutely ridiculous. But it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. And that's pretty much it. I'll tell you right now, I do not condone, nor do I want anyone to take any action. All I had to do is show exactly what happened, explain it in this video, and that's the purpose of this video. Now, I'm going to use this as a learning experience, okay? This is a learning experience for me. From now on, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to accept any kind of videos or music like that from anyone without some kind of explicit permission that I can use it. So I'm going to need like explicit 100% in writing permission and say, yes, you may use this video, or yes, whatever. And even then, I'm going to be highly skeptical. In fact, I'll publicly announce right now, no, I'm not going to be using anyone else's videos or montages. Fan art is a completely different thing. Fan art, good luck getting that matched on YouTube, because I made a picture and now 2 months later I want to try to copyright strike a picture on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's not going to work. But I'm not going to be using stuff from other people, okay, that submitted, that's video content. I'm just going to be using pictures in the future, fan art pictures. And, you know, it sucks. It sucks that I have to be even more careful, even more looking over my shoulder, right? Every day. Now I got to be a little bit more nervous, a little bit more apprehensive, look over my shoulder. Who else is out to get me? Because apparently I've wronged the world by playing gameplay and putting out fun stuff for you on a daily basis for the past 7 years. But it just continues, and it keeps snowballing, and people just keep attacking me. And, you know, again, I wouldn't have made this video if I didn't have to explain, gee, why are like 60 videos gone that I might have wanted to see? Why are Ask the King, all these parts gone? Why isn't Phil streaming anymore on the King of Hate vlogs? Why did he end his stream early? I had to make this video to explain it, all right? So moving forward, positively, I'm not going to edit anything. Tonight, I'm going to be doing my second stream as normal. The rest of this week, I'll be doing my gameplay as normal. Nothing's going to change. The only thing that's going to change is right now, I cannot live stream on the King of Hate vlogs. If I am going to stream anything, it'll be here on DSPGaming, which means the gameplay streams aren't going to be interfered with or anything. And that's the bottom line. Okay, everyone? And that's it. And I will, again, close this video one final time saying I do not condone or ask anyone to do any kind of reaction to Jackie Chan for doing this to me. I don't care why he did it. I don't give a fuck. I just want to have it in the past and let it be left alone, okay? And I already contacted Machinima. Machinima's contacting YouTube, and between them, they'll figure out what they want to do in regards to the legal aspect of this guy doing completely false shit and me having evidence that I had, you know, I had permission to use this stuff. Maybe it's going to have something against him negative that's legal. I don't know. I won't be involved. I don't have money to spend on a lawyer or anything like that. I'm going to keep moving forward and making fun content, and that's all you should care about too. But I had to make this video to explain the situation. All right? That's it, everyone. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the interruption today. Hopefully we'll have no future interruptions anytime soon. Peace out, and I'll see you for the rest of this week for my business as usual.